Olamigoke Olumide is a triple jumper for Team Nigeria. He was at the games. It didn't go so well for him. He'll be joining us tonight on the show to talk about his experience in Rio and what he intends to do to take his sports a little bit further. If he's there with us now, good evening, Olumide Olamigoke, and welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks, Brad.
Okay, Olumide, we're talking about the just concluded Rio Olympics. You were part of it. What was your story?
My story is pretty interesting. Just to keep it simple, it was very positive from my point of view in some ways, and very negative in others. But I think overall, it's a blessing to even make it to the Olympics, and I'm not going to let any negatives outshine that. So I guess it was good enough. Let's say good enough.
You're a triple jumper. This country, so much love for Tosin Oke. Has been there, done that. How much of an influence was Tosin Oke to you at the games?
Man, I'll tell you what. Tosin has been the main reason why I was even able to compete for Nigeria in the first place, back starting in 2013 when I got to my first nationals. So it's safe to say that he was a huge influence now. I was training with him in London months before, even into the coming weeks, the days before we even competed in Rio. We were together training, and he's already been there. So it's really good to have a mentor, in a way, who's been in that type of situation. I mean, we're talking about literally the highest stage in our sport. And for Tosin to be there to kind of show me the ropes and things he's done and mistakes he's made and show me different tips and ways how to handle stuff, it's a blessing. He was a big influence.
Olumide, tell me, what really happened in your event?
Ah, man, what happened to my event? I didn't jump far enough. That's what happened. That's basically it. Honestly, to be all the way honest with you, I think as far as preparation standpoint goes, Tosin and I, and our preparation, I think, was flawless. It was as good as I could do. I don't have any regrets on my preparation in the coming, like, the month or two or weeks or days prior to competing. I do think there are some outside influences that really negatively affected us by the time the competition came around, so that when we have all that on our mind, that's what ended up kind of messing up the competition as a whole, put it that way. Yeah, let's leave it at that, right?
Sheye Ogunleye was here this morning, and I put this question to him. I'll ask you the same thing. Okay. You guys are top notch. I've watched you guys, and I see your quality. But what really happened? Did you operate under a system that didn't really push you towards bringing out your real potentials?
That's basically it. That's basically it. The pressure and the stresses we deal with as competing for Nigeria. Let me preface this by saying I'm incredibly grateful for every opportunity I'm given. And I'm not just saying that to be political. I'm saying that because I really am. If it wasn't for the fact that my parents were born in Nigeria, I wouldn't even be talking to you right now. But let's get back to the point. I think the main thing here is that it's kind of as the guy who was just the sportsman or reform director was just speaking about. Everything's incentivized with Nigerian sports, at least with track and field. I'm not going to speak on other things that I don't know about. And when you have incentives to make something, say, oh, go reach this gold medal, or oh, go reach that world championship, that Olympic podium, but you're never given support to even reach the position where you got in, for one, you can become pretty spiteful, and it's hard not to be. But two, it's almost like a joke. It's like people are getting all these performances out of us. We're getting world top 10, 20, 30 performances that have been supported with $0 and 0 cents. So it's easy for things to get really spiteful. Then you get on ground in Rio. And in my case, I'm not going to speak on anybody else's, but we get there and I'm actually chasing money that I've been owed for months. Money that if I don't get paid back, I would literally be out of my home in DC. Like, this is the stress we're going through when we land in Rio, getting ready for the biggest competition of our lives. So you can kind of imagine how we really felt going into it.
Summary, you're talking about lack of support again. Sheye mentioned it. The Olympics is over. What's next for Olumide Olamigoke?
Getting ready to reload it for next year. 2017 World Championships in London. And I don't plan on just being there. Rio, these first 4 years of my professional career, getting to Rio was a blessing, like I said. And it really allowed me to learn some things that I never would have known before. But now going into 2017, I'm not playing games anymore. I want to, whether it's with Nigeria supporting me as it should be, or if it's I have to put it on my back, or if I just have to go back to my family and my friends to get support as I've needed, I'm going to be successful next year. And without putting any specifics out there, just know that I want to be on the world stage consistently among the world's best.
Thank you so much. I like that spirit of optimism. Thank you so much, Olumide, for speaking to us on the program.
No problem.
Okay, that's it. Nigerian triple jumper at the Olympics, Olumide Olamigoke. You see, we left Godwin Kirenka Umo, and he was saying some of the things we need to do to get it right. Olumide said the same thing.
Exactly. He needs support. He was left stranded. That's just the summary of what he said. Left stranded. He was in Rio, but his mind was not in Rio because he had bills to settle. So how could he give his best? There was no target. There was no win this gold and get this incentive. So he was not settled. So he was just going there just to see the weather. That's why he went to Rio.
Because he's saying that, I mean, I'm chasing for my refund. I take myself to Rio. I'm chasing for my refund. I've got bills in DC, and this is oh my goodness.
He was not settled. So
how can he win?
How can he win anything? How can he win anything? So can imagine. So he just went there to just let me just participate.
So that's the story we want to change. That's why we're talking about this. Ese Brume and the coach, they were here, they said the same thing. Sheye Ogunlewe was here this morning, said the same thing, and now Olumide is saying the same thing. But you know what? We're hoping that this will change for good. We'll go on another quick break. When we come back, there's still so much to talk about. You'll find out how the Super Eagles are getting ready for tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. Stay.